Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of the Dwight School Dubai podcast. My name is Hope and I will be your host for this episode. Today I'm joined by someone who truly brings the school spirit to life, our head of school, David Hudson. David, thank you so much for being here.
It's wonderful to be here. I'm really excited about this series. It's another way for us to connect with our families and to share what we do.
So, for episode 1, we thought it would be perfect to start with a foundational question. What is the International Baccalaureate? The IB is something parents hear so much about when they're choosing a school in Dubai. And while people may know it as a type of education, parents who are unfamiliar with the IB will not always be sure what makes it so unique and so special.
I agree. There are actually so many schools and different types of curriculum in Dubai. Parents are spoiled for choice. I can understand why it feels complex because the IB isn't just a curriculum. It's a globally recognised framework which is underpinned by international best practice. The IB's philosophy actually really does align with that of the Dwight schools in that it's a holistic educational approach which is focused on developing inquisitive, knowledgeable and caring young people who contribute to a better world through intercultural understanding and respect.
You've often said that the IB is as much about developing the person as it is about developing the student.
Absolutely, very much so. When I think back to my education many years ago, it was a very traditional education, and I think if you think about traditional curricula or curriculum, you think about knowledge, you think about content, memorization, and certainly examinations. The IB is very different to this. There are many core principles, and those core principles include active and inquiry-based learning. This is where students are active participants in their own education. They're encouraged to ask questions, explore ideas, and construct their own understanding. International mindedness is a key component of IB education. The IB promotes intercultural understanding and respect by encouraging students to become global citizens who are open-minded, empathetic, and respectful of different perspectives. Critical thinking and problem solving are key components, and you will see this evident in lessons that you visit in our school. Students are equipped with the skills to think critically, solve problems creatively, and importantly, apply learning to real-life situations. Honestly, my favourite would be the IB Learner Profile, which is very distinctive within the IB and sets it apart from other curricula. The IB Learner Profile is a set of 10 attributes, and these attributes really guide the curriculum and guide the development of students' character and values. And these include students demonstrating that they are knowledgeable, principled, open-minded, caring and reflective.
And what's beautiful is that the children pick these traits up naturally over time. You see that in how they talk, how they present ideas, and how they collaborate.
Absolutely. I've worked in IB schools now for many years, and when you see students in IB education and students that enter the school, enter the classroom, they do so with confidence but also with humility. IB learners are curious and open-minded, and that's something universities and employers consistently notice, and it's really a big part of why IB students often thrive at university and beyond.
One of Dwight's biggest strengths is that we offer the full IB continuum, which not every school does.
Yes, absolutely, that's true. And one of the lovely things about Dwight School Dubai is that we can offer, and we do offer, all 4 IB programs as an authorised IB school. And it really starts with the primary years program, PYP, which really lays the foundation and builds curiosity and inquiry through 6 transdisciplinary themes. And these transdisciplinary themes provide children with authentic learning experiences that are not confined to the boundaries of traditional subjects. As students move through the school and they move into high school or upper school, which is grade 6 or year 7, depending on which area school you come from, you move into what we call the middle years program, which is an interdisciplinary program that is very much inquiry based, encouraging exploration, innovation and collaboration across a range of subjects. In the final 2 years of education at school, we have two pathways. We have the career-related program and the diploma program. The IB career-related program, or the CP as it's known, offers a specialised and rigorous education combining academic courses with career-focused studies. And in the case of our school, that is business management. And the second pathway at the top end of the school is the diploma program, the DP, which is an academically rigorous program in which students choose 6 subjects from 6 different groups of subjects, and it's widely recognised as one of the strongest pre-university qualifications.
And the way the programs connect, parents often tell us that they feel their children grow in a very consistent and intentional way.
Absolutely, that's exactly it. The IB is a structured program. All 4 programs have clear learning intentions. The IB isn't just about isolated moments, it really is a journey. And with this in mind, the school plans backwards. So we planned with the end in mind. So we look at a grade 12 student and we map the planning back from grade 12 right back to pre-K. And in doing this, we can ensure students are acquiring all of the skills and knowledge and competencies and values that are required for university work and life.
Now, Dwight has a unique layer on top of the IB, and that's personalised learning.
Yes, personalised learning is really important in education, and for us it's not a slogan, it's part of our DNA, one of our 3 Dwight pillars. The IB provides students with a really strong framework for learning, but personalised learning is really what allows us to honour each child's individuality and spark of genius. We know that not every student learns at the same pace or in the same way. Students have different abilities, they have different needs. Students need to therefore be supported with their learning, but also all students need to be stretched and challenged. And for our school, this would involve using different forms of data and information that we have about every child in the school to ensure that we personalise their learning and learning experience as much as possible. We also recognise that students have different interests and passions, so it's incumbent on us as a school to make sure that we offer a wide range of high quality learning experiences both inside and outside the classroom as an IB school. And this would include areas such as performing arts, music, visual arts, science, technology, mathematics, public speaking, debating, sport, the list goes on.
Yeah, and I see this across the school. Students really are encouraged to express themselves, to take risks, to try again if something just doesn't work out.
Exactly. Personalised learning experiences build confidence. I can give you an example. Last week in our school, our students hosted their annual Dwight Model United Nations MUN conference, in which they invited 10 schools to participate, including our very own Dwight Hanoi and Dwight Global. Each student delegate has a role or had a role tailored to their own interest and previous MUN experience, and over the course of the 3-day conference would collaborate, debate, negotiate and show signs of diplomacy in coming to resolution and solutions, problem solving, debates. But a child who feels understood and supported becomes a more willing learner, and they're more willing to step forward, to share their ideas, to push themselves, to become a leader. And when confidence meets curiosity, that's really where the magic happens.
Yeah, you're so right. And with the world that is changing so fast, with AI, globalization, new technologies, the IB feels more relevant than ever.
It truly is. Students today need much more than factual knowledge. They need to be resilient, they need to show cultural awareness, be able to make decisions in an ethical manner, to show tolerance and collaboration. It's really important that they understand that they need the ability to learn and adapt continuously, because the world they enter after school will keep changing. And the IB prepares students for that world. It teaches them how to question, how to evaluate, to be critical thinkers, and how to solve complex problems.
Yeah, the IB gives students a foundation that's not just tied to one subject or one country, but a mindset that really does travel with them everywhere.
Yes, that's a great way to summarise the value of an IB education.
David, thank you so much for a meaningful and inspiring conversation. It's been a perfect opening to the podcast series, and I think it gives our families a much clearer sense of the philosophy of the IB and what we do at Dwight School Dubai.
Thank you. I hope listeners have enjoyed our first podcast.
To our listeners, thank you for joining us. This is just the beginning, so stay tuned for future episodes where we'll explore different aspects of Dwight experience: teaching, learning, well-being, innovation, community life, and everything in between. Until next time, goodbye.